on beta. So it will get live until I think in 21 days. So we'll just like wait for that to happen. Yes, Cadence.
Hey,
Hello.
so okay, so I want to know, and while I'm building the website, is there any way of creating like a landing page saying coming soon or something like that? Because I've got people
We
already looking
actually
for it. I haven't even built it yet.
yeah, we actually don't have like, the coming soon type of like, feature inside Tekmatix. It's actually like on WordPress, it's something like when you are still building your website, right? And you want to you're not ready to get like, live, and you don't want your website to get published. They have this specific coming soon page, but we actually don't have that inside Tekmatix. But if you can like do it, like maybe you can do one pager landing pages, and you can put on like coming soon and stuff like that with the buttons that would like, opt then into a newsletter and stuff like that. We have a client who actually do that. Once she starting like building her website, what she did is she start like, she did this one pager coming soon type of page with her, linking to her domain, so people will be redirected to that coming soon page. So yeah, maybe
Okay,
that's an
because
option to you.
I don't have
Yeah,
WordPress. So
I
I
know,
was going
worries.
to actually, I
Yeah,
wanted to,
definitely.
no, this is starting from scratch.
Yeah,
Mm.
okay. I will try to see if I can create a template for that one. And I will try to meet with my team if we can like load it to your account. So I'll ping you to the group once it's done.
Okay. And the other
Yeah.
thing is my business has got like wellness and online courses, but also coaching. So I had a look at some of these here.
Mm.
Are these the only templates, or which one do you think might be the most useful template for that? Because I went through a few of them and I just went,
Mm.
I
It actually
haven't got.
depends. It actually depends on your preference on how you want your like, page looks like. So yeah, I think
There
we have.
wasn't one that had like a tab for podcast or a tab for, it had a sort of blog one, or a tab for the membership to log into the membership as well. So does that need to be integrated somewhere, or?
um Let me think of the way. Are you like trying to like ask about the pages and stuff? Can you please repeat that again? I'm sorry.
Yeah, because some of them had like a few different pages, like the home page, about us page, services, contact us, booking, privacy policy, terms and conditions, things like that.
Mm-mm.
But there wasn't one for that you could do click here for, your blogs. Well, this one doesn't have blog, the one I'm looking at.
Okay.
And also just a login for the website. If it's going to be the website, I want it to have a login. And I also wanted to have the free giveaway, like right at the front page, not scroll down to the bottom to get your free things. So is that movable and stuff? Like,
Yeah, everything is pretty much customizable inside your Techmatics account. So actually
okay.
today we will talk about like websites, like basic elements we have on the website, how to create like universal elements so it could be like populated across your pages. You don't have to do it from scratch like from time to time. So that would be what we are going to talk about this night.
Yay! Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, right in time. So give me one sec while I'll get
Can I ask a
this
question?
thing. Yes, Dave.
Okay, two questions about the student player for courses. One is on the classic one, You know the way you can create thumbnails and the thumbnails all appear on the site, on the desktop site, which is fine. But on the mobile, when I create the app for the student, the icons don't appear. There's no thumbnails in that version at all. Is that intended?
Is it on the course like custom learner app? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
haven't really looked.
I've created an app and I've downloaded the app on my mobile, and the app worked fine, but it doesn't show any of the icons that I've taken all the trouble to go to create and put onto the classic version of your player.
Hang on, let me try to. I don't have the, because we actually raise the icon option into the, like, custom learner app. As you can see, give me 1 second, let me just see if I can
No,
try to find
the icon for the app, I know it's setting up the icon for the app. That all works lovely. That's not a problem. It's the actual course itself,
it.
right? When you use the classic setup, when you're creating your course, it asks you to put in a thumbnail image for each lesson.
Mm-mm.
Those thumbnail images don't appear on the mobile version of my course.
Yeah, I can actually see that we can only have, like, the status. Maybe this is how it's set up on, like, on the mobile, like, side, and it's
Might be,
different onto, like, the browser or the desktop.
yeah, it could be. That's what I'm wondering. Is it actually intended? And the second question
Mm.
that I raised an issue a number of weeks ago, and the reason I moved to the classic one was because the new NUI version of it, the NUE, I don't know how you pronounce it,
Yeah.
that version of the player. Okay, I reported a number of weeks ago. You can't change the font size on the navigation menus, and it really makes it almost impossible to use. And I'd far prefer to use the NUI version of the player. But you can't, the student can't see the name of the lessons, which is, less than
Yeah.
useful. Is there any progress on that?
Yeah, we actually noticed that one with our, like, because I think it's been, like, it's having that glitches because it is actually a new feature. It's actually a new theme that we added to our system. Usually when we add, like, new features like themes or, like, just new, like, section in our system, it actually takes time to, like, the dev team to make it, like, like, work on its best feature. Just sorry, I'm really having a bad tech day today. Hello. Hi. Oh,
Yeah, we've
sorry.
lost you, Sam.
Yeah, you can hear me now.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I can hear you now clearly. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, and I appreciate that it's in beta mode, but it might be an idea from a support point of view to have some kind of a ticketing or tracking system that people can know
Mm,
is any progress,
yeah.
or there might be some progress on it, because I've switched to the classic one, which takes time, because
Mm,
the new one is the one I want, except for the font sizes on the navigation menu, which are
yeah.
important.
Mm,
It gives you the options to change, but it just doesn't work.
yeah. Yeah. Let me just. We already raised that one to our dev. Just add
Yeah,
it
it's
in
been
again.
raised a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and actually we've been, like, building a specific courses using that team too. So we understand, like, your concerns about it, and we actually, like, um let me just new team. So I will raise this again with our dev team
Thank
after
you.
this call
Yeah,
tonight. Yeah, I'm so sorry for that.
no
So
problem.
yeah.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Thank you so much for that, Dave. Hey, Anne, do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask about setting up folders to put all the Tekmatix teams into the one folder when you're building web page, that you could go to it separately rather than getting everything on your dashboard when you open it up. I don't want to get rid of them, so I don't want to delete them from my dashboard, because I like browsing through to get ideas and find out how you're actually doing things. But it's very annoying to have to go down to kind of like 3 pages to get to your own one. So I tried setting up a folder, but I can't seem to move the things into it. And I was just wondering, could you set up a folder that has all the Tekmatix themes in the one, rather than having to scroll through them on your own dashboard?
Okay. Hang on. Can you please share screen, Feb? Let me take control of your screen. I'm really having, like, hard time with this computer. But we experienced that a lot of time on. So what we usually do in our end, let me request remote control. Thank you so much, Feb. Yeah, perfect. So I'm currently controlling Feb's computer. So let me go to sites and courses. This is what we usually do in our end to make it work. Usually what we do is we create a folder and we put an asterisk on a specific folder so it will come first for like, among everything. So let me just try to see if I can bring the demo one in here. Or let me think of, like, anything that Tekmatix demo. So let's just switch to Tekmatix demo, and this one would be the dump. Okay. Hang on. Let me just switch to a different one. Check Toolbox. Okay, perfect. So I'm currently in here. So this is how it's currently set up on our end, including it. This actually includes our like emails and stuff like that. So on our sites, for example, if we are working on this specific folder for our funnels, what we usually do is we put an asterisk before the like the title of the folder to make it come first to our screen. So that's what you usually do. So we can not scroll to next pages and stuff like that, because currently our folder are laid out depending on, I think, is it alphabetical? Because we don't have the option to sort it out for now, but we will definitely reach that to our dev team to be able to get control with the sorting of the folders. So what do you think about that?
So you're saying just put a couple of asterisks in front of the folder you're working on?
To make it come first. Yeah.
To make it come first.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try
so
that.
You won't get confused with which specific template you're working on, and so that would be an option for you.
Okay, I'll try that one.
Yeah, thank you, Anne.
Thanks.
Can I chime in that on Anne? What I've done on mine, exactly the same as you're saying, that you have to scroll down loads of them to find yours, is I created a folder called My Stuff. Nat was playing with it with me over Christmas. So if you asterisk My Stuff, and then on each of the funnels, the websites, the whatever you're doing, at least you know the one that you're currently working on. Don't know if that helps.
Yeah, that would be one option for you to create your own folder, put your stuff in there, and you can play with it. So yeah, thank you for that, Lisa. I remember that one. Yeah, thank you for that. So yeah, anyone else who wants to raise their questions, any clarifications, any stuff that you want me to prioritize for today's call? Yeah, I think we're all good. Hey, Ken. So I think Ken is, yeah, I think Ken is.
Aiden's not Ken.
So yeah, so let's start with yeah, Cadence, do you have questions?
Yeah, I just have a quick question to add to the questions. So essentially, I sort of run two different businesses. One will be the online coaching, the online courses, and the other one is more of a face-to-face bricks and mortar type of service. So would I be able to make the two different websites all through Tekmatix? And for my communication, where I get all my emails and things like that, rather than, are they all going to be in the one place, or is there going to be a possibility for a separate, way of
actually definitely. So
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
am I making sense?
Yeah, that's a perfect question, Cadence.
Just okay,
let me just go to settings. So this one would be for the website. So on this settings, go to your domain. It will give you an option in here to add a specific domain for your website or landing pages and stuff. So basically, you can add multiple domains in here. So you can add as many domains as you want. So that would be it. So you can start like you can connect multiple domains in here and link it with any websites you have onto the templates. And yeah, that's it. So you can have multiple websites inside Tekmatix. And with emails,
Sorry, Natalie. So for example, you got learn.tekmatix.com. Could you then have courses.tekmatix.com?
Perfect.
So it's all part of the one, but it's going.
Link with anything. Yep. Definitely, we can do that.
All the same business. It's still the same business for me. Like it's one business, but it's two different types of business, if you know what I mean.
Okay. Oh yeah, let's talk about domain first. So do you have two separate domains for that one, or do you keep everything in one domain?
All in one.
Perfect. So you can just do a subdomain for that specific main domain and call it for the business one, and this one would be for the business too. So for example, with Tekmatix, we have our website hosted in www.tekmatix.com. We have our basically Tekmatix app hosted, as you can see on top, app.tekmatix.com. And we have our help article hosted in help.tekmatix.com. So that's three different branches hosted under one domain. So you can do that on your end. So if you need help with linking your DNS server, adding like DNS record onto your domain, please reach out to our support so we can help you out with connecting it. Yep. So perfect. We also have like different articles for that one, but it would be easier to reach out to support so we can help you step by step on how to do it.
Totally. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. And the email side, let me just go to emails in here. Let me just give you like, the insight on how it works. We don't have campaigns for now, so let's just select any template that we can play around. Let's just use this one. For example, I want to create this one as a template campaign. And when I actually send this one out, when I send a specific email, it will actually ask you which specific sender email are you going to send a specific email. So if you have two different businesses with two different like email addresses, you can definitely like, customize it from time to time when you're going to send out emails. So that's one option for you if you're trying to send out like emails using different like email addresses or email domains. So yeah, so that's one option. Yep. Thank you for that. Any questions?
So
good?
would you still have all of your clients for both the courses and all the face-to-face business all in the one place still, so you're still emailing out to them and stuff like that? Because
Yeah,
they might be in both. One
Mm-mm.
person might be doing both. So
Yeah, definitely. We also have like different clients who host different like multiple businesses inside their account. So it will be very helpful because we have like, you can definitely like customize your sender email and sender name from time to time. And in here, according with your maybe CRM side on which like, on where you host your like contact list and stuff like that, when sending a specific email, it will actually like ask you whenever you want to send a specific email via smart list or via tags. So if you separate or segregate your contact list via tags, it will be easier for you to like, sort it out. For example, if you want to send a specific email to business one with this specific tag, you can just like toggle on the sending to from a tag and be able to send the specific email to that certain tag. So that's how you can do it. Yeah. So any questions? You good with that?
yeah, that's enough for now. Thank you.
Yeah, I no worries. So let me just go back to Builder and we will talk about tonight about websites. So let me just go to websites. So this will be helpful for anyone who just started like building their websites and stuff like that. So the first thing that you need to do when creating your website inside Tekmatix is to obviously get your domain linked. So to get your domain link, you can just like go to settings, go to domains. It will be a lot to talk about, like all the different like CNAMEs, a records, stuff like that. So we have different articles um on our help articles for that one. So you can just, it doesn't have here, but you can just like go to checkmatics.com/help and go to the domain section to be able to read all the articles we have for domains. So when you click on add new domain, you need to add a specific record to your domain server. It could be GoDaddy, it could be Cloudflare, it could be Crazy Domain or whatever like domain server you have, and point the specific domain name to the server. So yeah, so I won't just go to details on this one, but this is basically the first thing that you need to do when setting up your website. Get your domain link. So we have our tech experts ready to help you whenever you want to, help with linking your domain into your Tekmatix account. So I just need to go back and let's go back to sites and courses again. And I need to go to websites. So in here, let's say, for example, you already got a specific website template that you want to use for your website. What you need to do is maybe I'll just create that specific trick that Lisa told you about. Is to create a folder just basically for your stuff. So let's just do it like my website. And make sure to put an asterisk to make it come first. So just do it this way in my website. Just do it like this. And yeah, so let's just wait for that one to load. And then, yeah, so as you can see, it comes first because we have added special elements onto the title. And then what I need to do, for example, I want to work with beauty and fashion. And let's have, for example, this is the specific template that I want. I'll just click on this one. And then let's just get something that has lots of navigation menu so I can give you full insight on how it works. Jeweler, yeah, I think this one would work. It has a lot. So yeah, let's just go back. Here, click on the three dots, and in here, you can have an option to move it to a folder. So let's move it to the specific folder we just created, which is basically my website. So I just put it in here, move to selected folder. And what I'll do next is, just give it 1 second. Yep. Go back to the main page, go back to my folder, and here it is. So you see this, we have jeweler in here. So when I click on jeweler, it will just give you this different options, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 pages. Basically this one is linked with buttons we have into the homepage and maybe the navigation menu. So the first thing that you need to check is go to settings and then name your specific website. So for this, let's just call it maybe Tekmatix. Let's just do it Tekmatix. Tekmatix help articles. So just do it that way, or help no, or help. Okay, let's do it that way. And then make sure to rename your path. So I'll just do it like home. Yep, it will automatically populate. And in here, this is where you're going to link your domain. So for now, since we only have one option for domain, I'll just use learn, and it will automatically link. Favicon will be this specific, you see this image on top beside Tekmatix, that's what we call favicon. So in Canva, you can just like edit the picture, put in your icon, and just size it on the favicon size, download it, upload it to your media, and then paste the media link in here so you can have your favicon URL. So that's how you can make it work. I'll just show you how to do that in a sec. Let me just complete this specific step. So yeah, so you can put in tracking code in here in case you're running Facebook ads and you want to like get the traffic via pixel. So you can just install the code in here. Head tracking code also works with different like CSS and HTML if you're more on like the code guy or on the tech side of things. Yep. So you can do that. And then after that one, body tracking code, it acts the same, but in a different section. And chat widget, if you
Sorry, sorry, Natalie, can you just give us an example of what you'd actually put into head tracking and body tracking code for the CSS?
It should be on the if you run ads. Are you familiar with Facebook Pixel? Sorry.
Yeah, we've run an ad with Facebook.
Yeah, you can just like paste your head tracking code here onto the settings and also to the main page. So for example, this homepage right here, let me just edit it and here. So there's two places that you want to add the pixel. One would be for the settings and then head tracking code. And here onto settings and tracking code and then header code. So this is that's the two places that you need to install your pixel on. And then you can just like run different tests just to make sure it works. So yeah. You good with that, Anne? If you have any questions regarding pixels, just message me, our support team, and please tag me on the subject so I can get back to you.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, thank you. So let's just go back and let's complete the setup. So if any of you guys are running like Facebook ads, if you feel like pixels, if you want to install Pixel and you don't know how to do it, just let me know so I can help you out with that one. So let me go back to settings. Let me just Tekmatix articles. Tekmatix help. Here, let's just do home. Domain, let's do learn again. And then if you set up the chat widget somewhere in here, you can just enable it to be able to receive questions and stuff like that, or form submission. So I'll just click save. And yeah, it actually shows like this if you have duplicate like paths like this one, since home is pretty generic. So just leave it as is, since this is just a demo. So yeah. And to be able to change the title of each style that you can see in here, like the home, about, shop, services, what you need to do is click on these three dots above, go to settings, and this is where you're going to change it. So that's what you need to do. But for me, I won't do it, since this is basically how I wanted it to be. And then after that one, when, like, adding products, you can also do it here by clicking on the three dots. You can clone a specific page in here too, and you can delete a specific page here too. So that's how you can do it. So for now, let's dive into the specific page. So I'll just click edit to be able to edit that main page that we have here. And then just wait for that one to load. So yeah, so this is basically the basic website we have inside Tekmatix. So this is basically our header, which has the navigation menu, which has the specific, like, title of the website, and has different menu in here, like home, about, services, and contact. So let me just see if I can, yeah. So the background image can be done in here. Let me think of how I can, like, dissect all of this stuff. So let me just add a section. Give me one sec. So to be able to add a section, you just need to go here, just so you can see what's the difference between section, rows, and columns. So when I add a section, it will give you an option to add a full width section, a wide, medium, or small. So you have the full control to adjust it, but let's just do full width for now, since we're dealing with a homepage. So I'll drag the full width somewhere in here. And yeah, so basically that's the section that we just added. And then when you click on add row, it will give you option to, like, add multiple column row type of things. So if you want to add, like, different tiles into your website, you can maybe, like, go for multiple column. But for me, let's just do for 3 columns for now. And you will see that's the difference. So when I hover to this page, when it turns green, it means that's the section. When I hover to here, when it turns blue, that means that's the row. And when I hover to this one and it turns purple, it means that's a column. And when I actually, let's just add an element. So when I hover through here and it turns into orange, it means that's an element. So element could be a headline, text, images, video, like codes and stuff like that. So yeah, so that's basically the basics with the website, like, builder. So let me just delete this one. And yeah, so this one is on padding. So you can just learn through it, like, throughout this training. But yeah, so basically when I hover to this specific section, as you can see, this is the section, right? Since it hovers like green. When I hover through here, you will see that this row is actually comes with 2 columns. So when I hover here, you will see 2 purples box, which means it has 2 columns. And when you go here, everything that hovers orange are called elements. So the elements we have here are subtext, we have headline text, and we have a button. So that's basically the like basic elements we have with our website builder. So to be able to like add specific element, you can just like go here into the elements, add element, and choose any element that you want to add to your website. So it could be an image, it could be a form, it could be a button, it could be a blog post if you have like a blog section on your site. Uh, Hello, Claire. So I think, yeah, sorry for that. Yep. So in here, you can also like drag on a review widget if you have set up your review section onto the settings. But yeah, so just to give you an insight on what our elements looks like. Yeah, if you're running an event, minute timer and countdown timer, it actually like helps. So let me just go through here. So for example, let me just think of this navigation menu. We actually have the navigation menu in here. So in case you're working with a website that doesn't have this menu on top, this is what it calls like. It calls it's actually called navigation menu. So you can just drag it across your screen to be able to add it to your page. So since we already have the navigation menu in here, let me just work on that one. So when I click on this navigation menu element, it will give me an option. Hang on, wait until it highlights orange when you are trying to like edit a specific element. So when I click on this one, it will give me this different settings on the left hand side. So in here you can see different options, like to add a like padding to make it like, it will give like spaces on top, padding bottom to like put like spaces in the bottom, left to like adjust it on the like, left wise and stuff like that. And in here you will see the background color. So for example, you want to change it into pink, you can do it here onto the into the background color. But for me, I usually do the navigation menu on transparent, so it will be adaptable to any background I will put. So yeah. And after that one, let me just go here. It will also give you an option to adjust it mobile wise. So yeah. Here, this is basically the navigation menu button we have. So we have home, about, shop, services, and contact. To be able to update the specific page you want this home button to redirect to you, what you need to do is click on edit. And then in here, you can just like create the specific action to whatever you want. So it could be on a specific website URL, but if you created a specific like pages inside your website builder, you can just like direct them to a specific page. So just go to page, and then the page should be home. So that's how you can do it. And then submit. So you have an option to be able to open it in a new tab or on the same page. So that's it. And the same thing with shop and about. You can either put it on a website URL or a page. So you can just do it this way and then like, match it above. But if, let's say, for example, if you want to put maybe shop under services, like, a subcategory, what you need to do is just click on this like um 4 icons, I think 6, and drag it across below services. So let's see how it what happens. Yeah, as you can see, shop is now under services, and when I hover to services, you will see shop below. So that's how you can reorganize your navigation menu. Yeah. So yeah, I think same thing with here. And then some of the basic elements in website builder, aside from text where you can just like directly type in on your screen to be able to edit it, are buttons. So when I click on buttons, it will give me this different options in here to like change the background color, add the text here, and then add a button actions here below. So it's actually somewhere like below the button settings, where you can either like redirect a specific button into a specific page. It could be on another website, it could be on a specific element, or it could be via email, via direct call, via direct SMS, and stuff like that. So it has different options in here. You can just like play around. If you have any specific action that you want to incorporate with your button actions, you can do it here. Yep. So that's one option for you. And let me just go here. Let's see if I can like add more things in here. So as you can see, this is a 3 columns type of layout page. Yep. So this is pretty much this is a good looking page. So if anyone is working with like jeweler type of business, you can definitely like use this element. I mean template. So yeah. I'm sorry. So this icons right here, I think you will get confused with this one. These are basically, I think these are icons or buttons. Yeah, these are images. You can actually create different website like icons in your Canva account. So if you have Canva, just look for like website icons, and you can create it according to your branding and add it to your pages. So that's how you can do it. Sorry for that. So yeah, so that's the basic elements in here. And to be able to, like, for example, if you want to set a specific like section as your global section, so you won't have to like deal with it like, from pages to pages to be able to edit it, what you need to do is hover till it turns green to make sure it's the specific section. Click on that one, and then here onto the fourth button, you will see the save icon. Click on that one, and it will give you an option to save it as a template or as a global section. So the difference between template and global section, template is basically a template. You can edit it like anytime or anywhere, like any pages you want to edit it, but it won't populate to any all of the other pages. So you can just like edit it on a specific section, and the other like templates where you added the other section which has the specific template won't get like affected. But if you want to have the specific, maybe it actually usually use on the footer and the header, you need to add it as a global section. So any changes you created onto the homepage will be populated on your about, onto your blogs, onto your contact page and stuff like that. So for the header, we suggest you put it as a global section. So let's call it maybe like main header. Main header 1. So let's do it this way. And the same thing with the footer. So this is what you will you will notice once you save a specific section as a global section. When you hover through that section, it will turns into like this like dark blue. So before it's actually like green, right, for the section, but now it turns into dark blue. So it means it's saved as a global section. So let me just hover to the footer just to make sure we save it also as a footer. So this one. So let me just save this one as a footer. Let me just go here, click on save it as a global section, and call it main footer 1. So let's do it that way. Yeah. And then click save. So you have your navigation menu and you have your footer as your global section. So what you need to do is to add it to all of your pages. So yeah, so we can actually like do it like if you want to save a specific section in here, you have to re-add it to your other pages. It won't like automatically be updated. You have to add it again. So I'll just show you the process in a bit, but let me just show you this important thing in here. When I click on settings, you see this SEO metadata. You need to fill this in with your site details or maybe business details. This will be pretty crucial if you're trying to rank up your searches on the, on Google search result. So you need to fill in your SEO metadata because this is pretty crucial when you're trying to compete with other businesses. So yeah, so that's one option for you. Add a title, just add descriptions. Social image can be any of just a screenshot of your website. You can also do that, or just your business logo. You can do it that way. Yeah, so that's one thing that you need to work with. And then let me just go back a step. I need to edit the next page. You can either go back to the main website tile, but usually what I do is I'll go here, click on home clone, and basically this is the second page that we have. But just to get so I won't get confused you, let me just go back to the main site builder. Just wait for that one to load. So do you guys have any questions for me? Let me just read through the chart. Sorry, Lisa. So question for me. Sorry, Lucy, I just read your question. I am setting up a new website, Tekmatix, which is for my shop, but I want to keep my shop pages and my existing provider, which is WooCommerce and WooPress background.
I think you've answered a lot of the by running through what you've just run through. I think that's answered a lot of things.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for that, Lucy. So if you have any
welcome.
other questions with your DNS and stuff like that, just email me in support so I can give you some instructions to do it.
Yeah, I'm cool with the DNS and things like that. I think sometimes it's the you have to put something before the domain name, like home or
Yeah. Anything.
dot whatever, and it's thinking about what's the right word.
Yeah, definitely. That's how you link a subdomain to your main domain.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. So this is, I think our site is not loading. Give me 1 sec. Let me just reload it. Ooh. Any other
Internet's
questions?
really slow. The internet's
Yeah.
really slow in Australia too. So some of the templates that'll come in and the headings, like when you go into edit, the headings are in English, but then I think it's maybe Spanish.
On your end?
Yeah, I've just clicked into one of the I was looking at it earlier on today too.
Oh,
So just
wait,
like I'm looking at the template and I've clicked on edit for the page to see what it looks like. And it'll have, it's got like goal setting, right? And below it, the actual description is in a different language.
oh,
Vestibulum ac diam sit amet quam vehicula elementum sed sit. I don't know what-
usually
There's two
we
languages
yeah,
going on.
it's usually a placeholder cadence. So, when building a website, we actually do like different placeholders for like images, for text and stuff like that. So mostly we can provide copy for a specific page. So what we do is we put on lorem ipsum. That's usually the most common like placeholder for text. And for images, we do like any stock images we can find on the web. So that's what we usually do with like creating templates.
Okay, how do I
Yeah,
get it? If I'm going to edit this, how do I get it all to work in English, not in a different language?
is it is it the characters on a different language or just the text? If it's
Uh,
just a text, you can just like directly edit it by clicking on the edit text, and you can just like directly edit it.
okay, so it
Yeah.
looks like it's text. It's not the headings, everything else is. Yeah, all the
Yeah, no
headings are in
worries with that. You can definitely like customize everything that you see onto your page. You can definitely
Okay.
customize it. Yeah,
Anyway, or either that or I can learn another language. Thank you.
no worries. So let me just go here. Let me just open a new tab because it's not responding on my end. Sites and courses. Let's go back to the specific site that we're working on. Hey, Diana, welcome. So let's just go here on my website. Maybe let's click on the second page just to link everything together. So
I have another
here,
question as well,
Yes,
Natalie.
what?
yeah, for sure.
There's a seminar on from Singapore for Tekmatix.
Hey, Diana.
Yeah, I was watching it. I was gonna get on the treadmill and watch it. It's almost over.
Are you? Oh, who's talking? Diana, do you have any questions?
Uh, not at this time. I just got up.
I no worries.
It's Boston, so that's okay. I just figured I'd just check in, but
Okay. Yeah, no
okay.
worries.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks.
thank
I'll
you.
talk to you. I'll see you tonight.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So yeah, that's it. So let's carry on with the specific page. Yes, Cadence. Yep. I think you're muted. Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, so there's a section which says coaching, which can describe the coaching thing. Because there's no integration with Zoom, and I don't even use Zoom anyway, but the platform that I use is called Pensite. So is there an integration so that if somebody clicks on a button here to book a coaching call or something like that, or to actually go onto a call, is there a way of integrating it so that they can get sent directly to Pensite, and which takes them off the Tekmatix account?
Yeah, definitely. How do you get people into the pen site? Do you have like any specific link that people can book in or maybe like fill in? Yeah, you can
Yeah.
just like get the link and link it to the specific button. So let me just show you. Yep.
Okay.
We actually do it with Sarah's website. So Sarah's website has multiple like pages in there. So some of the buttons in there are actually linked with Tekmatix. Her website is actually in WordPress. So what we do is we just get the specific button and put in our Tekmatix link into that button. So whenever someone click on a button, they will be redirected to a specific page inside Tekmatix. Same thing with you, but instead of going to Tekmatix, you have to take them outside Tekmatix. So let me just go here. Let me see if I can get in button. So for example, you need to add a specific button into your pages, right? So when you click on this button, you will have this option here below to redirect this button to a specific website URL. So I'm thinking you can just like get the specific URL on that site and put it in here. So when people go to your website and click to that button, they will be redirected to the plain site. Is it play site? Sorry. Pen site.
Yeah, it's pen site. So
Okay,
if you were
got it.
doing, if you were doing a Zoom call with your team or something like that, you'd just put the Zoom link in there. Is it the same sort of thing?
We actually have a like booking type of thing here inside Tekmatix where you can also integrate your Zoom account. So I will just can you please put in your email down below so I can give you the resources after the call?
Sure, thanks.
Yeah, thank you. So I'll email you the resources for that one. We have different it actually have like lots of steps in there, so it might take time. So I'll just email you the article for that one. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, after that, let's just carry on with the like navigation menu type of thing where we added a specific section as our global section. So what you need to do in here, we're currently on the second page, which is basically the about page. So as you can see, this is about us. So as you can see, when I hover to the specific navigation menu, it actually turns green. So it means it's not a global section and it's not the template that we have earlier onto the homepage. So what you can actually do is just delete the specific section, go to the section option here on top, add section, and in here it will give you option to select a specific layout, which is basically a template or a global section. And what we need to do is to add a global section so it will like to have that specific function. So let me just grab this main header, which is what we created onto the homepage, drag it across here. Yeah, so we got it here. So as you can see, when I hover through, it turns blue. So it means that's a global menu, the global section we created earlier. So let me just scroll down below to replace the footer. So if you're starting to create your website, you actually need to do it to all of the pages you have. So yeah, it's better to like set up the first 2 pages or 5 pages and then just duplicate it from time to time so you won't have to do it again. Yep. So let me just close this chat widget here. Yep. And then in here, it will like, I can't delete it. So this is the trick that I usually do when there's something like, I can click through and if the button here, like duplicate it, drag it or delete it. What I usually do is go to section, manage section and look for that specific section. So obviously that would be the last section we have since that's allocated into the footer. So what I need to do is go here. So that's basically the last section. So when I click on the section, you will see this section right here hovers. So it means that's the section that we selected. So I'll click on this one and delete it since we don't need it. Delete it, click OK, and it's gone. So yeah, that's a trick for you if you've if you are having this specific problem. And then I'll go to the ad section again, grab that footer and drag it across my screen. Let's just wait for that one. And here. Yeah, perfect. So we have added the footer in the on the second page. And that's it. So that's how you like do the global menu to all the pages. So make sure to add it to all of the pages that you have to make it work. Give me 1 sec. Let me just get the chat. Link to Zoom, Pensac URL. Okay. Cadence, can you please put in your email on the chat box, please, so I can save it? For Lucy, I have a super quick question. Okay. For the bullet, thank you for that question, Lucy. So let's try to add, Lucy is asking if we can change the like icon that you can see on your bullet points. So bullet points is actually a part of the element we have inside your website builder. So when I click on add element, it will give you this bullet list element, right? So let me just drag it across the screen, put it somewhere on this column. Yep, let's put it here. So you see we have added the bullet element, right? To be able to change this check icon here below and on the checkbox, I mean the what you call bullet point, you need to go here to the left hand side and go to icon. So you see this icon section here, Lucy. This is where you're going to change this checkbox. So you can just like type in any element or any sign that you want to replace the check like icon. So it could be this yin yang, it could be this yen, It could be usually what I usually do is put in circle in here, and it will give me this option. And usually I just do this arrow. So that's usually what I use for the bullet points. So you can also do that on your end. So that's for the bullet point element. Let me just get here. Yeah, definitely. We have to update the copyright to 2023. Thank you for that, Lisa. Yep. Yeah, copyright. Yeah, it's a new year. Happy New Year, everyone. So yeah, so that's option for you. So we've gone through all the pages, right? So what you need to do, let me just delete this one. So yeah, let me just save it. So after you got all the templates on your website, once you created everything, stuff like that, what you need to do next is, let me just go to the main dashboard. Give me one sec. And then, yeah. So once you get everything set in here, what you need to do lastly is go to settings, go to domain, look for the specific domain that you link your website with, click on this pencil icon and set a specific main page as your main web page for the specific domain. So when people type in learn.tekmatix.com, they will be redirected to that specific main page you've set. So you have to set it here under settings and domains. So for now, since we edited that specific homepage, I want it to be my main web page. So what I need to do is click on this drop down and look for that specific homepage. So basically, this is it. Like, the slash home. This is what we created earlier. I'll click on that one and I'll click save. And then let me just see if I can work it out here. So when I type in learn.tekmatix.com, it will redirect me to the main page. So that's how it works. So yeah, so please take note of that one. That is how you can set up a main page for that specific domain. So that's all set under settings and domain on the pencil icon and on this drop down. So that's how you can set it up. But yeah. Here. Yes, Anne.
Just looking at something I've wondered about them doing is, in actual fact, on that site that you were looking at, if you just click back on the page, there's an image overlaying a layer. Do you see this here on the shop jewelry, and you've an image overlaying a layer? How do they actually manage to get something overlaying one layer over another?
Usually that's you see you mean this one? Like
Yeah.
this? Yeah, that works with padding. So let me just it actually took me like years to master that one. Let me just click on edit if I can do a demo here. So to make everything overlap, you have to make it negative. So that's the trick. If you want to make things overlapping each other. For example, I want to raise this like button somewhere onto the middle in here. What I'll need to do is click on the shop jewelry, and maybe I think somewhere onto the padding top. Let's try to do the margin. Let's put in negative 120. So as you can see, it traces. So you just need to add a negative number to the margin and just try to do tests like different numbers until you reach the specific spot that you want to reach. Yeah. So that's how you do it. You got any questions for that, Anne?
No, that's good. That's what I was wondering, how to
Yeah.
actually do it. So it's in the margins rather than in the padding.
Yeah, it should be a margin. So when I click on this image, as you can see, it's actually set up on negative 130. So when I like delete these numbers, it will go in the specific in the like normal like placement, which is maybe somewhere here in the middle. Yeah. Yeah, I
Great,
think
thanks.
yeah, no worries. So any of you has any like questions? Time flies. It's actually 8 p.m. So do you guys have any questions with that? Any clarification, any stuff that you need to clarify? Yeah, I think we're good. So yeah. Let me just go here. Let me see if I can still edit something in here. Just wait for that one. WordPress. Thank you so much, Lisa. Thank you for, I think you've been on this Tech Toolbox call since day one. So thank you for hopping up on every Tuesday. So thank you guys. I think you don't have any questions, I guess. So we will upload the recording of this call on our YouTube channel and we'll put it on our like group after we got everything like converted on Zoom. So yeah. So yeah, thank you, Lucy. Yeah, Lisa. So if you guys have any questions, just message us and support at tekmatix.com. Let me just copy Cannons. Okay. Let me just get this one down and put it on my notes. Thank you for sharing your screen, Fabi. So let me just copy this one just to make sure. Yep. So thank you so much for jumping on a call with me. So if you have any questions, just message us at support@tekmatix.com. All of our experts have 15-minute free calendar or free 15-minute support call. So if you feel stuck with anything, you can just like request for a free 15-minute support call and we can hop on a call with you and help you out. Yeah. Thank you guys. Bye-bye. Bye.